The story of your t-shirt tells a great tale of farmers, ginning mills, cut and sew facilities. If you are of African descent, the history of your shirt and the cotton that makes it is of much more sobering tale. Seed-to-Shirt. Here is our story and our why. You see, the history of cotton in the United States is one of enslaved bodies that built industry giants, making of America capitalism. But let's be clear, the industry of cotton production, ginning, textile manufacturing, and one that made America, it was and still is a billion-dollar industry. Well, we are no longer the benefactors of what our ancestors, forefathers, and mothers built. In fact, their descendants, us, we are more in the state of pure consumerism, users instead of creators and producers within the manufacturing space, even more so than ever before. Labor unions, black codes, of course, throughout the South and the nation shifted the tide of opportunity in America, effectively squeezing out the very producers and creators of the most prosperous industries. Blacks, we were essentially eliminated and pushed out of the production spaces during this time, at the very height of American industrialization. Who was to be involved in the future of the industry was made painfully obvious. Seeing the writing on the wall, a visionary who would not be denied, Warren C. Coleman, among many things, sought to solidify African Americans' place in the production manufacturing industry, even if it meant building it with his own hands. And he did just that, built a facility where black cotton farmers could bring their yield, and black seamstresses could work producing products that we needed, like clothing, within our community. Warren was building the foundations of an ecosystem needed for the black community at that time, one denied to them. His vision went beyond just textile factory. It expanded into education and business opportunities. He pumped a lot of his hard-earned money, energy, and effort into that vision. His vision and plans were not without its challenges, ups and downs, and at times even circumvented. Falling short, he ended up conceding his post as the leader of the mill. And now, his factory is now owned by another family and is held as an historic landmark. Production connected to textile industry and thus consumers, especially in the cotton industry, is a billion-dollar industry, one in which black cotton farmers has long been a very small part of. When your cotton production doesn't connect to textile and manufacturing industries and ultimately the end consumer, then you don't realize the same gains as your counterparts. It's no wonder there is such disparity. The quintessential Black Wall Street, group economics, producing together, building together, consuming together, truly circulating the black dollar all the way back to this source. Pre and post antebellum South, throughout Reconstruction and the Roaring 20s, blacks were squeezed out of an industry, terrorizing their communities, and in some extreme cases like Tulsa, Oklahoma and Rosewood, burned and bombed out of their homes and businesses. In some cases, their communities were turned into parks, or they were redlined or eminent domained out of opportunities and land. Of course, in most instances, the work to build those communities in the end were memorialized and or turned into historical landmarks. The visionary giants of communal economic ecosystems of the black community all but eliminated. The greatest producers of thriving communities and people relegated to a purchasing class. The quest to build out a visionary legacy rooted in the essence of Black Wall Street, extending to us, the consumer, a building of an ecosystem and a community that thrives off its production. Who's going to continue that legacy? Our vision is not just to be the purveyors of industry giants. AD&M Apparel Manufacturing will lead the resurrection of manufacturing in the black community through our brand and the Seed-to-Shirt initiative. The plan is to once again be the producers. Using 21st century vertical business integration processes, we will connect the ecosystems envisioned by our greats, like Mr. Warren C. Coleman. Cotton from African or African American farmers. The first of its kind in the U.S., an African American woman-owned production apparel and manufacturing company, rebuilding the idea of group economics, capturing the essence and the heart of what Black Wall Street really stood for. My skill set and capabilities, it has to be about building of self-sufficient communities. It is time for me to put my skills and capability at work rebuilding what has been lost. That is our why. To be more than a shirt, to be a part of the movement, to allow us to be the brand behind your brand. We are grassroots, and we will be working directly with t-shirt print houses and brands just like yours. Learn more by going to Seed-2-Shirt.com.